Aquarius, welcome to your behind the scenes reading. First, before I begin your reading, I just want to say that I had to pull back. So, I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I have to make sure that I'm divinely guided at all times. Okay, meaning that I had a tower moment basically. Okay. And the last thing that I want to do, Aquarius, is bring anything that would bring a tower moment into your life. Okay. I am here to read the current energies that are going on behind the scenes, guiding you into your clarity, your confirmation, and understanding. Okay. So just a FYI, when you're like, okay, what's going on with spiritual guide and light? It's either because there's energies that are really high. Okay. We all go through spiritual attacks. And if I'm going through a spiritual attack, I will not go live. I will not release any readings. Okay. Because those are not the chords that I am trying to establish. Okay. Life is like a piano. And through us, as we practice and as we learn and as we grow. Okay. Also wanted to say this year, someone's Christmas, the Christmas that you've always wanted, is going to happen this year. Okay. Anyhow, I'm not using this deck, but I had to clear it out. So I will be definitely, ouch. I just need you to understand air signs, okay? And even you cross watcher, and most of my cross watchers, it's because you resonate with the air signs, and the reason why you resonate with Aquarius is because you have Aquarius in your chart. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get your birth information, time and date, and you need to find out where your house placements are. Okay, Aquarius is the 11th house. All right. And for those of you who are just now, this is a new journey of you understanding how energies work, how vibes work, how spirit works. All the same things, just their categories differently. And basically they're different levels, different phases. Okay. In the symbolic of mind, body, and soul, Trinity, oneness. Okay, it's just what is in your whatever it is that you're trying to manifest into existence, or whatever it is you're trying to remove. Sometimes we have to get clarity and understanding, Aquarius, before having to make a sound decision. Understand this, Aquarius. Confusion is not a sign that everything is okay, or when you're in the state of confusion of looking for answers through other people. It does signal to pay attention. It can signal to slow down. Okay, something that's right in front of your face that you do not see. For most of you Aquarius, you have asked divine, God, universe, your spirit guides, your ancestors to show you what this confusion is, or to show you why things are not going accordingly. And for some of you air signs, it's just simply there's aspects of yourself that you're determined to change. You want to modify, either remove them, because when we modify, it means that we're removing it and we're replacing it with something else, or we're simply removing it. Okay. We have passion. Okay. We have liberation. Okay. Passion doesn't necessarily have to do with creativity. Okay. This could be the desires of your heart, what's dear to you. Liberation doesn't necessarily have to do with bias and racism. Liberation, it could literally be with you advocating your voice as an individual. Okay? But there's definitely something in disguise. I do see you stepping in to liberation. Yeah, modifying, removing, discharging things that are no longer aligned with you. And it's the same thing as releasing. Either that's through spoken word. For some of you, you may do poetry. I did see outrage. Some people are not comfortable with change. And when they look at you, they could see change. We have remorse. But for the most part, some people may feel left out. Okay, it's something that you're not seeing, but yet some are inspired. Okay, it's just how you want to perceive it for the most part. I'm looking at Emperor energy as well as the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. And what's very, very significant about this is you're working behind the scenes here. You're being loyal, true here, right? Being divinely guided, being divinely guided. Okay, and so it's like there is an energy that wants to be behind the scenes with you, but for the most part, they want the title. But you have to understand your competitors are those who maybe I'm getting apology coming in. It's like an assignment. This is my assignment card. Okay. I'm not getting marriage here, but I'm getting that this is blue here. And this person here, it's like there's someone who is holding a mask of loyalty. That was in the past. Someone's living in the past. Someone doesn't want their position to be taken, and that's what's going on behind the scenes, whatever that is. But we'll keep going, all right? It's a very uncomfortable situation. I do tell you that because the Empress was behind all of that. Let's go ahead and see what feminine energy is. If you are a male, it's not that you're not outspoken. It's time for you to step out of being humble so that you can be able to release. And if you step out of being humble and maintain boundaries, right, you don't have to worry about discarding people. They will discard themselves because they don't want to. The apology is not coming. Okay, if you're looking for someone to say that, oh yes, you inspire me, it's not happening. Feminine energy, but will. Okay. Gotta keep your eye on the prize. Continue to work behind the scenes. We have the Queen of Materials as well. Yours is going to be very brief, Aquarius. The reason why is because I am behind schedule. But for the most part, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And then we have the Page of Voices. Okay, you do definitely have people that are spying on you. It's like their focus or whatever they're paying attention to is not what you're paying attention to. And when it's like when the eye awaken, when those people are awakened, once they realize that they have discarded themselves, that's when the remorse comes into play. Okay. And then that's when it comes, I get like a soft apology in the sense of you inspire me, right? Materials. I'm also getting collaboration here. This Queen of Materials is definitely Empress energy. It's a very uncomfortable situation. It's like you have to have your game face on, right? But behind closed doors, remember the Ten of Cups, there are a lot of tears that happen, right? Of you having to keep your eye on the prize. It's like learning from your past, but also it's like liberating from your past here. Releasing your past continuously to move forward without remorse, right? Because your journey is your passion. Okay, continue to gain knowledge and information so that you can be inspired, so that you cannot be manipulated and stirred in going backwards. and the Wheel of Fortune. Feminine energy. Let's go ahead and look at masculine energy of what's going on behind the scenes. For the most part, this is the forefront. We haven't got behind the scenes, and that's what I never explained, Aquarius, is that I explain the forefront and then I go behind the scenes. So I think I'm going to let everyone know moving forward. Let's look at masculine energy. Masculine energy is the Queen of Swords. Okay, masculine definitely is in feminine energy, but it's more dominant here. Masculine does have laser focus, right? It's not the, oh, I have an epiphany and I have the idea. It's more so I have a sound mind here, and there's no need for you to have your guard up, masculine energy, but you are prepared here. For any devil energy that approaches itself, this could be addictions. This could also be manipulation. Remember I said feminine energy, there are, with the voices here, there are people watching, right? This is that moment where it could be stalking as well, where your mind could play tricks on you type thing. But this death and rebirth here, masculine definitely is in the past here, masculine energy. But the feminine energy within masculine knows what it wants, what it needs, what it has to say. And that remorse could be coming from this devilish energy of feeling like you're leaving someone behind. But for the most part, there is a sense of, it's the Three of Swords. Someone's scarred here, but they don't want to apologize for the most part. And that's what's crazy. It's like, Aquarius, you're letting God do the work for you. God says, what is that saying? The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. You're allowing God to fight your own battles, right? And God is assigning your warriors to fight on your behalf. Let's go ahead and look what's going on behind the scenes. Someone feels that if they do apologize, it's going to scar them, wound them, taint a title here. It's going to cause a death moment of them, their own self. Player energy as well. Remember in the beginning, it was something of fighting for a title. You have people fighting for titles that have nothing to do with you, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Wow. It's like I see people wanting your assistance, but they don't know how to. Yeah, with spring, growth, direction. And then we have sunset and same patterns. This is what's going on behind the scenes. They think nobody likes you. As a side note, stay in your own lane here. I truly believe that that's your own scar. It's the fact that you don't want to leave anyone behind, Aquarius. Email relationships. You're building your own relationships behind the scenes, and people think that no one likes you, but you have a whole entourage that people don't even know about pertaining to your passion. That's why it's easy for you to release those with liberation. Speaking of, we have love triangle. And with this love triangle, we have soulmate. And we all know, so you have some soulmates that are crazed. And this is not crazy or lunatic or anything like this. This is someone that wants to place you as an accessory. But they're battling with companionship as well. Look at that. Speak up here. Don't settle. Wow. I feel like I resonate with this. I said this word today. This is that keeping that straight face of what's going on behind the scenes. What you're going through with this transformation right now, Aquarius, it is painful. Okay. It's like you are, um, with this self love, modifying your own self, discarding things of your own self, your own wounds. You're healing your own wounds here. With this speak up energy, don't settle for a love triangle here. Your soulmates, they're going to come and go, okay? But for the most part, this establishment with email relationships, this could be business as well, but it's time for you to speak up, okay? Don't feel remorse in pertaining to this self-love because it builds you up, okay? Keeping a straight face. I believe you know who's spying or watching you. And then we have companion craze. You're looking for companionship, Aquarius, but you don't want to be an accessory. You know how um, people like jewelry, right? And when it comes with the jewelry, eventually your accessories add up. But for the most part, majority of us don't go back to the old accessories. We keep collecting. Someone doesn't want to be an accessory, possession, an object that just gets tossed away, right? But there's definitely a lot of growth going on behind the scenes. That's definitely confirming that Ten of Cups of being true behind the scenes here. And with this sunset, I truly believe this is you needing to get out more. I can really relate to your reading of you needing to get out more and letting the sun hit you. Okay, something about these same patterns here. It has to do with past trauma, right? So say if you were a kid and you were always locked in the house and you were not able to get out, maybe you're a person that likes to be in the house. I can relate to that. Okay. The fact that there's a manipulation of people thinking that no one likes you, you definitely inspire a lot of people. Okay. So keep up the good work. I'm going to give you a goddess oracle. And your goddess oracle is transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. All right, Aquarius, that is your behind the scenes. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.